full metal heli. We like our quadcopters heavy and hard.
Alright folks, we're here with the XinLin x181 Navigator X6. This is a really neat quadcopter, man. I think it looked really interesting. It comes with the controller with the built-in FPV camera. Looks really cool with the double antennas. They have the white version and black. I'm not really sure which one this is. We're gonna have to open it up. And the cool thing about this is it's actually direct drive off of the motors that are on the K-Dang K70 and also the Cyma X8, except it's not gear drive. And it sounds and flies very similar to a brushless quadcopter. It says flips, headless mode, one key return, camera, and LED lights. It's just basically what it says. Nothing too... Wow. I hope it's not this one. Okay, cool. No. Okay, I see. Okay. I have the black version, not the white one. Okay, I got the black version, and I have the FPV one. So the FPV one comes with that controller. And I guess if you order this where it's not the FPV version, you get that controller. Yeah. Very glad I got the FPV one. Okay. Let's open this guy up. I don't even think I need my knife for this one. Like I said, I already did the pre-unpackaging on my weekly update video, which I think I'm going to start doing actually in the future. I'm going to start keeping you guys up on what's going to be coming in the near future on my channel. I think it's just a good idea overall. I really do. I think this friggin' lamp is driving me nuts. Anyway, I think it's just a really good idea. Kind of lets people know what to expect on the channel. Here we go. It is an aerocraft instruction manual. Alright. Charging time says about 300 minutes. I don't understand that. It says 150 minutes. So maybe there's two different chargers. Maybe this one comes with, or maybe they're talking about the controller. Just your basic, it has a 5-inch LCD screen built in. And that's it. The back part's in Chinese, so. Yeah, this actually has a cool menu thing on the, like a menu screen on the controller, which we will have an upcoming video showing the flight features of this guy and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and pull it out of this box. There's something on the, no, okay, nothing on the bottom, which is always good to check. I've actually thrown these away before and still had stuff stuck to the bottom of it. Alright, there we go. There's a good thumbnail right there, huh? Alright, see if we can open this up. Alright, she is taped down, so go ahead and, alright. This was actually I believe this was $120. A little bit on the expensive side, actually. But the whole concept of it I thought was really cool, actually. I really kind of dig this one, man. Get that out of the way. Wow. You know what, guys? This has some weight to it. Ooh-wee. This feels really, really significant. I mean, this does not feel like your regular brushed quadcopter. I mean it. This thing has quite a bit of weight. I'll be honest with you. This little antenna, though, I'm looking at this. Looks really cool, but I think if you crash really hard, that's going to break off right there. It don't seem to tighten down either. It just spins. Okay. I don't know, it is pretty flexible though, so maybe not. HD camera, has lights. I see some little light pods down here. So maybe she'll be a good night flyer. Let's see, is there an on and off switch? Let's see if we, no, okay, it might not be plugged in then. Go ahead and pop the back open here. Wow, look at the battery. This is the same plug like the K-Dang Sky Warrior and the Cyma X8, except the battery looks a little slimmer. Let's see what size this is actually. It's a 1500 milliamp 2-cell. Here is this is from the X1 JZRC X1, and it's a 1200 milliamp 2-cell, which is slightly smaller, so that's interesting. So you could use, you know, if you make an adapter like I do, I always make adapters that go from this end to this end and all kinds of ends. You could actually use your X1 battery in here, I believe. Maybe not. Very, no, you can, but boy, it's a tight fit, guys. You can, but boy, it'd be a tight fit. So you could theoretically use the JJRC X1 battery in there. Just be a little bit tight, because this is a little bit narrower. I just seen that. Little bit narrower, a little bit skinnier this way. Alright, so it's a 2-cell 1500 milliamp, which, besides this battery, I'm not really sure what else I have that would fit in that width compartment there. Kind of limited on the battery there, which is kind of a downside. I want to do a quick size comparison too, so you guys got an idea of the size of this quadcopter. This is the Cyma X5 that I'm sure pretty much everybody on my channel is pretty familiar with. The XinLin is roughly just a slight hair bigger. I mean, very slightly bigger. And the Blade 200 QX, which is a little smaller than the Cyma actually. So this is roughly a little bigger than both these quads. Significantly heavier. I mean, it's way heavier than either one of these quads. It's a very heavy quadcopter. Here's a quick size comparison. You can see how much smaller it is than the Cyma X8. Yet it has the same motors. This has the same motors in it as this, but it's direct drive, not gear drive, as I said earlier in the video. But I'll be honest with you, the weight, and neither one of these have a battery in there, by the way, but this doesn't have a camera either, but that's a pretty small camera, so the weight on these actually are very, very close. This might even be heavier, honestly, folks, which doesn't make any sense because it's so much smaller. I'm not really sure why this quad is so heavy, but it is really, really heavy. And also, I want to show you guys something too. This battery came really almost fully charged. It's 8.22 for all the total. It's 4.12 and 4.10. So each cell is over 4.10 per cell, which is almost fully charged. 4.20 is a full charge per cell. So that's not good. That means this has been sitting somewhere in a box for a really long time, almost fully charged. Not too good. Kind of got a little off track, but I always like to show, you know, how much power is in the battery when it comes. I always like to do a size comparison, you know, things that a lot of other people don't do. So, alright, got a little bag of screws, a screwdriver, which I have 1,000 of. Let's see, go ahead and empty this little box out here. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have the prop guards, which I'm not a big fan of, I don't use, but I guess it's always good to have these, you know. But like I said, I don't really know why, because this is definitely not a beginner's quad, so if you need these, you shouldn't be flying this quadcopter, honestly. The landing gear, which I see just pop on, I don't know, no, I take that back, there is some holes, so maybe it does actually screw on. Okay, landing gear, and the props. This is something else I want to show you. They're a little flimsy on the flimsy side, they are, but they look like some real props. I mean, they are actually real props. I did notice there's a little flat indentation on both sides, so can you use a regular prop? Not 100% sure, but we will find out, because it almost seems like it's slotted in here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but something I want to show you that is really kind of neat on this particular quadcopter is, even though it is brushed, check this out, guys. This is something you can't do on any other brushed quadcopter I know of. It actually has real nuts and a threaded post that the props sit on, like a brushless motor would have. A little hard to get this guy off, but let's see here. Alright. like I said, though, it has a little shape, little indentations that actually you could see on here on the shaft where it's flat on two sides and then round. So it does actually kind of fit on this particular grooved out thing here. So could you use a regular prop? I'm not really sure. I mean, I think you could, as long as it was tall enough to screw down where you could actually screw it down tight enough. I think you could use a regular prop, but we will find out in upcoming flight video. I just want to show you guys that. I thought that was really cool. This is like the first time I've ever seen a brushed quadcopter that uses this type of way to put on your props. That's actually a first for any brushed quadcopter that I've seen. Alright, now let's get to what is in these other boxes here. Let's see here. And it's nice, they give you, how many props do they give you here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, they give you a whole set of extra props, and then the one I just took off, okay. We have, what do we have in this box? We have the charger, okay, and they do give you an adapter, which actually came on the outside of the box. It was on top for the US adapter conversion from the European end here. This is a 2-cell charger, which is cool, I guess, if you don't have one, but I'm not going to use this, but that's all that's in that box, okay. Let's go ahead and see what's in this guy. It is light, though. I don't know. I don't feel like... And it's an empty box. Wow, okay. I mean, what was the point of that? Why did they give you an empty box? I guess maybe for shipping, to take up that space, I guess. I don't know, guys. Anyway, that was kind of odd. Alright, let's see here. Nothing in here, nothing in the back. Okay, good. Alright. This controller actually feels really good in your hands. It has like 2 grips back here, kind of where you I mean, this does not feel like a toy grade controller. The sticks feel really nice too, by the way. It has a 5.8 video screen, which, by the way, in another video I had actually seen where this has a nice menu. Boy, is it tight. It has a clear little protective thing on there, which is good. I will be pulling that off. But this has a really nice menu screen where you can choose between a couple different options with the video and the FPV. It's cool. It has the built-in hood. Kind of a neat-looking controller. It's got 2 antennas on. I believe they're fake though, but I don't know. 2 buttons up here. Got 2 buttons up here. Got some other buttons here. Power, reset, set, okay, record, up, down. Trims feel like they work. The trim switches feel like they do work. We will have an explanation of all these buttons in an upcoming feature, because these are not labeled, so gonna have to read the book to figure out exactly what does what. But like I said, this is just an unboxing video. I guess we'll take this out. It does have a screw in the back. This fits pretty tight, so I won't be putting the screw back in here. Actually, this will stay closed by itself. And it takes, wow, it takes 6 AA's. 6 AA's. Alright, well, that's okay, I guess. Maybe get a little more range. I'm kind of a big fan of the 4 AA's, you know, over 6 or 2 or even the AAA's, but at least it is AA's, but it takes 6. And let's see what else. That's everything in the box. I'm actually looking forward to flying this. I think it's going to be kind of fun. It's something definitely unique, the way the motors are direct drive and the way these props actually mount on here. You know, just like a brushless motor would. Very similar to how a brushless motor would. So anyway, guys, hope you liked the unboxing video, and stay tuned for an upcoming flight and explanation of all the features. Guys, I want to show you something that I missed in this unboxing. I think it's actually kind of important to the unboxing video, so we're going to go ahead and add this to there as well. See if I can do it with my finger first. This screen, it records the FPV flight. So this screen actually records the FPV flight, so you can actually record it right here. It has an SD slot in the side, and it comes with a 4 gig card, which is pretty nice. That's actually pretty cool. They give you a nice little SD card, and it fits right in the side of the screen here, and you can record your flight, which I think is really neat. So anyway, I just want to include that in the unboxing because I think that was kind of important, something that I missed. Peace out.